Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I felt like there was an argument. Is it really considered an argument, though? I feel like they use it more so as a defense mechanism. You know, like you say something about them and then they want to bring up your viewer count and stuff. And it's funny to me, like, how the conversation, it's always shifted over the years and stuff. Like, it's originally, I remember when me and Just a Robot, when our paths very first crossed, I was always the one bringing it up that I had more views and subscribers than him. Then that was like the one thing that I would always say. And so I think that that's one of the reasons why I think that he pushed himself so hard onto being a big content creator. But if not that, then yeah, he faked his views and subs. I just don't see how content like his can, you know, achieve hundreds of thousands of views and stuff. Like, even the videos that he's made on me, like, I don't get that, how I can be a nobody on the internet, but I can also get somebody to get like 294,000 views. Because that's one thing that I do with content creators, is that I study their content, you know, like, and just even being one myself, it's like I study even my own content. But that's one thing about content creators, is that you can look at it on TikTok, you can look at it on Instagram, you can look at it on YouTube. I'm trying to think, Twitter possibly. But when content creators are known for one thing and one thing and only, that's what people be paying attention to. They don't pay attention to none of the, like, so like, let's say for an example, a TikToker, they're known for dancing, right? They're known for doing all the viral TikTok dances because they always do something crazy in the middle of the TikTok dance, right? But then there's that one video that they do of themselves, I guess, let's say knitting a sweater or something. People are going to watch that video. Yeah, there might be some people that'll watch the video and be all like, oh wow, I didn't know you knew how to knit. But then there's going to be others where they're like, fam, I'm not watching this. I didn't follow you for this. I followed you. And let's say that was going to be the content that they post from this day forward. They're going to lose followers. People ain't gonna be watching their videos like that. They're going to notice a dramatic change with their viewership. And so that's why I'm like, it always confused the life out of me. I'm like, fam, how do you manage to gain? I think the most viewed video he did on me, it was well over 200,000. I don't know if it was, I think it was like close to 300,000, or it was just over 200. I'm gonna just say that it was over 200,000. But how though? Like, if I'm somebody that doesn't get any views, I'm not that popular, like whatever you guys want to paint me out to be and stuff, how does somebody manage to gain hundreds of thousands of views on me? Not just with one video, with multiple videos. You've managed to gain thousands of views off of me, and it's like, fam, nobody knows you, nobody knows me. How does I guess, like, how does a fight get watched? Like, if you don't even know who the opponents are, like, nobody don't be paying attention. Like, the funny thing is that when you watch boxing matches, there's the main event. So yeah, let's say like the main event, if it's me, Just a Robot, a bunch of other different people, and we're going up against each other, we definitely will be the fight where people are going, they're all like, okay, I'm gonna go and talk with some friends, go get me a snack. Oh dang, I didn't get a chance to use the bathroom and stuff. Like, we're the fight that nobody watches. So I would like to understand, how did you manage to get like 2, 3, 4 even, maybe, like, depending on like the amount of seats, how did you manage to get multiple arenas to watch us? That's what I would like to know. But anyways, but no, since we're on that topic, since we're on that conversation, yeah, let's talk about viewership. Let's talk about subscribers and all that stuff, because the funny thing is that throughout the years, so like I was saying, is that the conversation has always shifted. That originally it was me bringing up the viewers and all that stuff, viewers and subscribers, and then eventually it did get to a point where he started growing a little bit more. And he's well, not so much him, but it was his fans that always would bring that up, like, oh, Just a Robot got more subscribers and views than you and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, and like, what you guys want me to go like congratulate him? Want me to go watch? I no, that like that's that line of content that I don't care for. You know, I don't have no hatred for it. It's just content that I don't particularly care for. You know, I'm not gonna sit down and watch. Like I've said that before. It's like, you know, watching a Just a Robot video is like a celebrity reading a National Enquirer magazine about themselves. They know that a lot of the stuff in there, if not all of this stuff, is false. So why would they sit down? I guess like, yeah, maybe if they were wanting to look at it for entertainment purposes, then that would be about it. Yeah, that would be that situation. But other than that, it's like, what other reason, if you're a normal minded person, what other reason would you have to, I guess, read a National Enquirer magazine about yourself? And that's the one thing that they always try to push off was, oh, it was the criticism. But if the criticism isn't valid, then what reason do you have to watch it or read it, whatever it is and stuff like? And I've seen so many different forms of content from Reddit posts. I'm trying to think. I think I've seen some TikTok videos about me and stuff, seen some tweets, you know, of course, YouTube and stuff, but I just don't see the need for it, you know? So that's why I'm like, and that's one funny thing about it is that when you watch any of the other videos that were made about me, I guess like those that are still around and things, because the main videos you'll probably see about me is just the robot videos. But if not that, if you do see some other videos about me, because there's some that I recently reacted to, and yeah, they don't have that many views, and so I'm like, something's wrong, something's off there. That just don't make no sense to me. One video got hundreds of thousands of views, so you would think everybody would be getting hundreds of thousands of views, right? So here's the thing. Somebody's views is false. Like somebody out here faking views, because I don't get how one person could get, and that's the thing. When it comes down, I guess, to, because I remember that was one thing that YouTube was big on, was channel views, and they don't really talk on that no more, because it's like, who cares, I guess, if because channel views don't really do nothing. I guess like if it's maybe advertise or like ads on your channel, other than that, they don't really, they don't have no stuff like that. I thought you would think that they would, but I guess not. I don't know. But anyways, if that was still a thing, channel views, I think that would really speak on how, or I guess like, how many people be going to Just a Robot's channel. Man, I really do wish that was something that was still around today, because I would love to see that statistic compared to his like, I guess his video statistic. And I know people will probably be all like, oh well, I guess like if it's like if they got notifications on, or if it gets recommended to them. But I'm like, why would Just a Robot talking about TMossBoss, why would a video like that get recommended to somebody? You know, like this, and my thing is this. The average person that goes onto YouTube, they do not know Just a Robot or TMossBoss. So that's, and you know, and I know people will probably be all like, oh, that's a disrespectful thing to say about myself. Fam, it's facts. Nobody is going on to, unless you are a fan of me, nobody is going on YouTube looking, oh, let me find a random black guy in Seattle that just so happens to be doing the type of content that I like. Fam, there's so many other different people doing the type of content that individual likes. So that's something where I'm like, I know people will probably say like I'm downplaying my content and all that stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm being as realistic as I can be. I'm hitting y'all with actual factuals. So I'm like, I'm not, you know, trying to put myself down or make it seem like that I'm not a good content creator. I feel like I'm a hard-working content creator. I might not be one of the best, but I'm always going to look at myself as a hard-working content creator. But at the same time, when it comes down to an average viewer on YouTube, there's all this entertaining content that they can watch, but they're gonna sit down and watch my reaction videos. That's why I say you have to be a fan of me to be searching up my name and all that stuff, because even it's like I'm trying to think, people don't be really talking about my content like that, you know. Like there's some people where it's like, oh, I seen this video, I seen that video. Other than that, I'm like, and I can't remember the last time I had one of those conversations with somebody. It's definitely, it's in the years category. It ain't been like no days, no months, you know, none of that. Like, nah, it's definitely been in the years category. I honestly can't remember the last time somebody was sitting down and talking about a video of mine that they just, unless it's like a comment or something, but other than that, like as like somebody IRL or even a friend, no, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm a but no, that's another thing too with like Twitch streams. Like, and the point that I'm trying to make is that I'm not a big enough name to be getting you hundreds of thousands of views. So that's why I personally think that Just a Robot faked his views. And it's funny how him and his fans, they always like to, well, more so his fans, they always like to bring that up. Because I just got a comment like that today. They were just bringing up how I have a lot of subscribers, but I have a low view count. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, if you check Social Blade, hold on for a second. Let's just check Social Blade, because I be opening up Social Blade a lot. I be checking people. I'll be wanting to get nosy and things. I'll be checking people's YouTube channels and stuff. But anyways, yeah, Social Blade, I'm like, fam, it doesn't lie, you know? Like, I had to say, like, the thing is this, it might not be accurate, but I would say that it's extremely close to what I usually be getting and stuff. But anyways, but no, so they said today I got over pretty much like for the past 3 days, I've gotten over 100,000 views. And then from the 23rd all the way up until the 18th, it was less than 100,000, because I wasn't really uploading a whole lot of voiceover videos and stuff. Plus the one voiceover video that was bringing in a lot of views, it was kind of like slowing down and was dying off at things. I feel like it's seen its course. Everybody's seen what they need to see and stuff. But anyways, and then on the 17th, I got almost 200,000 views. So, and I feel that I know people are gonna probably be all like, oh, well, that's why his video has so many views. That's the thing, though. His video has been sitting at over 200 and something thousand views, and that's been for years. That it wasn't like something that just recently happened. Like, oh, because that's the thing with my voiceover videos. People are new to who I am. They're not like, oh, they already knew of me, or I'm like, I'm up there with like Corey Kenshin and, RDC, and they're like, no, I'm new to the scenes. Yes, I've been a content creator for some years now, but I have to say I've been getting my big break since last year. So I've been on the internet for a while, and that video has been uploaded for a while, and it has brought in a lot of views for Just a Robot. But that's the thing, though. How before, I guess, because it was like that's how it was before the voiceover content was blown up and things. How do you manage to gain that many views? And then that's just on the one video. With all the other videos that he ain't got, even the one video, the last video that he did on me, 11,000, I think it was 11,000 people that watched that video. And I'm like, fam, who's sitting down and watching this video? I mean, I guess at the time being, like, he wasn't canceled, but at the same time, it's like, who's watching that? But, and that's the thing, though. I feel like that when you look at the comments, like, hold on for a second. Let me find the comments, or like on that video, or just at least find that video, and then find the comments on it and stuff. So, anyways, okay, Just a Robot. So let's see. Well, actually, no, let's, because I'm like, I feel like that's not, a good thing. 200, oh, so it was only 200, so I was actually giving him more views. I thought the video was close to 300,000 views, but no, it said 229,000. All right, so my mistake. But the last video that he did, so like, I'm gonna open up the most viewed video, and then the last video that he did on me. So the most viewed video that he did, it was the TMossBoss Evil. That video got over 229,000 views. Video's been uploaded for 6 years. All right. 1,498 people commented on that video. That's how many people cared about that video. But the other quote unquote 228,000 people that watched it, they didn't care about that video. And my thing is this, it was either people that didn't care or it was bots. One of the two. But I'm like, and that's the thing where I'm like, what do you think is overall worse, I guess, in a situation like that, where you do, well, no, he didn't even, the funny thing is like, he didn't even edit that video. I don't even know if he wrote the script for that video, but, cause yeah, he always be claiming he's, oh, I'm autistic and dyslexic. I don't know how to read, write, think, sniff, fart, do nothing, burp. I'm like, I just sit here and I just be looking and stuff, and stalking people and things. But anyways, but it's like, he didn't even work on that video. He didn't edit it. He didn't do anything. And I was getting ready to say something, dang, and it just slipped my mind because I got to thinking about something else and stuff. No, so to explain, I know people are like, what could you have possibly been thinking about? No, there's this racing game that I got, and I'm all like, dang, I need to hurry up and plug up this steering wheel controller and things. But anyways, I was like, now that I got that out the way and stuff, let's get back into this. I don't know, bro, I have been doing that for, like, to just kind of get off topic, but kind of staying on topic. I have been doing that a lot lately. Like, if you are frequent listeners to my podcast, I feel like it's either every episode or every other episode where I get to thinking about something and I'm like, fam, dang, it hits me out of nowhere and stuff. But here's the thing though, that's one thing that I can at least say is that the content's gonna be good. It's stuff that we can laugh about. We switching back to Just a Robot, and I'm like, and I watched that video and I'm like, fam, I don't know how that video, I honestly, if it was one of those things where I paid money to go see this video, I would want my money back. And that's like if I'm a TMossBoss hater, like I'm like, oh, I hate TMossBoss, I would want my money back. I'm like, there's videos that I've seen where it was a lot better than that, and I'm like, fam, those videos should get 229,000 views. But I'm like, I just don't see how a video, I'm looking at a comment too, somebody was like, how to be a YouTuber, don't be a TMossBoss. I feel like it should be said about Just a Robot. I'm like, my thing is this, that's one thing that I can say about myself, and I guess it's going to be just like how they like to carry on arguments and stuff. That's gonna be my argument. At least I didn't, get up on the internet and say, hey, being a pedophile isn't all that bad, guys. Like, you're overlooking the situation. I think we all need to take a moment and think about this and stuff. So at least I didn't do that, all right? But anyways, yeah, so 1,498 people commented on that video. Let's see the last video he uploaded. 123 people. 123 people commented underneath that video, and I'm like, that's how many people actually cared about that video or probably viewed that video. Because I'm like, my thing is this, who's, I guess, searching up to see whether or not, or like, to see if a TMossBoss, unless you're like a TMossBoss hater, those are the only people that'll be curious about that. But other than that, it's like, who's going to be watching that video? Like, I guess, like, if we're going back to that average viewer, why would they be sitting down watching that video? So, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, fam, my thing is this, if you're going to do a video about me, at least let the video be entertaining. That's why, I did want to talk on that too. So I guess it's like kind of giving you guys a 2-for-1 special and stuff. Because I was like, yeah, I feel like that, when it comes down to the viewers and all that stuff, I'm like, my thing is this, I might not be having that many views, but I'm like, at least where it counts, like when it comes to like, just all my videos all together, fam, I be getting views. So that's why I'm like, yeah, when you're commenting on a video that just got uploaded however long ago and it only got like a few views, you like to base that and make it seem like that one video speaks for the thousands of videos I've uploaded on my channel. How come I don't ever be getting comments like that on my main view, my most viewed videos? It's always the videos where I'm like, yeah, it's the videos that just, and you know what, the funny thing is that I sit down and I think about it and I'm like, they probably did comment that on one of the most viewed videos at the time when it got uploaded. Now look at those videos. So that's why I'm like, fam, I ain't even hearing that with people. I'm like, get your views up. I'm like, even if you're not a content creator, organically, realistically, get your views up. But it's like you uploading the videos, because yeah, when you even look at the videos that he's uploading now, like, and when you see how many people actually do, and that's the thing too, I'm like, people, even with his new channel, because for those that didn't know, he did create a new channel, and I guess he is going to try to do like media reviews and crap like that on that channel, but people ain't really watching it like that, like not like how the thing is this, you would think that, okay, like I have a good thing going for myself, but he realizes that it's like he doesn't, like he's falling off, his channel is dying, it's like there's the only thing that he can do is I guess try to start all over, but it's like how when you're still being canceled. So like that's why I'm like, yeah, bro, I think he's trying to pull a number or pull a page out of my book, create a new channel, thinking it's going, I created a new channel because I wanted to, I guess it do more with the ideas that I be coming up with and things. You on the other hand, you doing it because you trying to run away. So, but no, I overall wanted to talk on that, elaborate more on pretty much what his video about me is going to be about. And that's the thing, even just asking that question before I even get into it, like improvise, give y'all a little bit of a spoiler alert. What would a Just a Robot talking about TMossBoss video be about in this day and age where there's really nothing that you can say about me or I guess except things that you've already has said about me. So I feel like that you're pretty much giving people a remake of an older video. Why would somebody care about that? Why would, I guess, like, if you're trying to gain new viewers, if you're trying to have it where I gain new haters and stuff, what they could just go back and watch the old videos. And honestly, I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a video that we've already seen, because I remember, and it's either that or it's this video where he said that, or yeah, he was talking about how I had called him a pedophile. And I'm like, okay, my thing is this: how can you explain that to people? Where, and I think he's going to try to like explain it in quote unquote his ways, where he's gonna try to make it seem like that what he said and did wasn't all that bad. And I'm like, fam, if you upload a video and you're explaining to literally the world, I don't think you understand how much. And luckily that video didn't take off, you know how like some of his other videos did, because I'm like, yeah, I feel like those are the types of videos that criminals watch, and then they're like, oh, well, I could just say that and do this and things, and then next thing you know, it's like, yeah, here it is. It's like there's somebody that's clearly a victim of whatever person that committed this crime and stuff, being a pedophile, and they ain't gonna believe them, because they're all like, oh, well, it's like, yeah, I go through just a robot, and that's how I figure out how to get out these cases and things. Oh, all I just need to do is say, oh, I was just playing around, I was just joking. And I'm like, fam, that's not something that you play around and joke around about, you know. So but I remember him saying that, I think that's why he was going to make a video on me, was because I had called him a pedophile and stuff. So let's talk on that. Let's talk on the possible 2 videos that get uploaded about me. So let's say it's this pedophile video, right? So he's most likely going to talk about our history. And then he's going to probably at some point in time mention the, videos I've been doing about him over the years and things. Or even just this past year alone, I'm like, fam, he got a gang of content. Like, that video is going to probably be like a Zack Snyder cut video and things. But anyways, he's going to talk on that. But then he's going to crack some jokes about the whole pedophile things. He's going to be all like, oh, TMossBoss is dumb. He doesn't understand the joke. This is his way of joking. Then he's going to probably cut to a clip of me where it's like, it's probably not a good joke that I cracked in my video. It's kind of like one of those, like, okay, I said it just for whatever reason. But yeah, he probably is going to do that too. Do some research and things, watching videos where it's like I'm talking about stuff. Probably might mention something, because I'm trying to think. He might mention something dark, I guess, like if he's been paying attention to my personal life. Yeah, he might mention. I feel like he'll probably do some crazy stuff like that and just put himself in another situation, because I don't think he realizes that it's like, fam, you have a target on your back. So I think that if the best thing that you can possibly do is just make a video about me without mentioning any things about my personal life, you know, stuff like that. Because I feel like that he would. I feel like that he would do some stuff like that, because he's like, oh, well, I'm in a I don't care attitude, so I'll just say whatever and do whatever. And then it'll definitely be a situation where it's like, I mean, of course, you know, it's like if people know me, you know, I'm just going to let that stuff roll right off. I don't care, you know, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, I guess if he is trying to save face, probably not the best idea to bring up nothing dark and, you know, nothing, you know, just keep it content creating. I guess if I can give you some advice, but that's the thing though. He don't like to listen to nobody. So I'll say that, right? I'll say keep it content creating. He ain't gonna keep it content creating. He's gonna like, oh, I gotta bring up something, you know, from his childhood. Oh, I gotta bring up something, you know, from his adult years and things, you know? And that's the thing where I'm like, fam, it's like, I guess, like, if he is going to try to bring up something too, because I most likely am going to react to the video, and he knows I'm going to, especially in this day and age, he knows I'm going to react to that video. So I'm going to react to the video. Let's say, I'm trying to think of some. Let's say he talks on like a, you know, friend. Well, yeah, because he did do that with the one video where he talked on my friend passing. But yeah, let's say he takes it up a notch. He's all like, you know, I accept that, but I raise it up to, you know, I'm gonna talk on a family member, or I'm gonna talk on, and so he does that, right? And he knows I'm gonna react to it. He knows, and I think this is what he's thinking, because yeah, his autism doesn't allow him to think properly for some reason, but. Well, I just don't even think it's autism. I just think that it's just like he somehow, some ways fights autism. He probably has to be the first human being in this world to fight autism and win. Like, I ain't never seen it before. But anyways, he knows I'm going to react to the video. And then he's going to probably, say something crazy, do something crazy, talking about my personal life. And that's the thing, though. Even when he had mentioned my friend that had, because for those that don't know that situation, I did do a podcast episode talking about that, but I guess to sum it up pretty quickly, so there was a friend of mine that had got shot and killed on New Year's Eve, and I talked about it, like how it affected me and stuff. and his passing, my friend's passing. And then at the time, I did this video where I was just kind of warning people the dangers of going to parties and stuff, because he was at a party. And yeah, and it was like, it was a robbery gone wrong. Like so to explain my friend's situation, he seen some people, I don't know if it was his place or another person's place, but he overall seen some people that wasn't supposed to be there robbing the place. He ended up getting into a fight with them, and then one pulled out a gun and shot and killed him. And so I talked about that, and I was warning people the dangers of going to parties. Just a robot sat down and criticized me for how I was coping with my friend's passing. And I'm like, it's something that I've accepted now. Like, this did happen almost 10 years ago, but it's definitely one of those things, where you sit down and you think about it. How do you think you would have reacted, I guess? So yeah, let's say there's a friend of his that had passed, right? And I'm sitting there, I guess like criticizing him, and I'm like, that's the best possible video that you can do. You don't try to shed no tears. You don't try to, like that's it. That's a horrible video. No, it's like, you could have did your friend better than that. It's like that's the video that you go with, horrible. I'm like, no, go with I guarantee and I promise you, people would not let me live that down. But and that's the crazy thing about it is that at the time being too, the only thing that they had on me was that I had not even that. They didn't really have, the only thing that I had to say at that time that they had on me was the reaction videos. Like, oh, you're doing reaction videos. So somehow, some way, I guess because of me doing reaction videos, it's grounds for, I guess, criticizing me on my friend's passing. See, that's what I mean by like people where they kind of take the content creating stuff too seriously. Like they allow it to just have like full control over them. And it's like, that's the thing is with just a robot. If you take content creating away from him, what does he have? Because when we done heard this man talk about his personal life, you done got fired from numerous jobs because of how you be talking to people and things. You say some old crazy joke, you think like, oh, because like, and the funny thing is, it's like he wants to be away from stuff like that. So that's why he got into content creating, because he wants to have his own sense of humor. He wants to be around people that are like him. And I'm like, fam, that's the thing. People that are like you are most likely in prison, headbutting a wall, and they're going to be in there for the rest of their life. So, like, if that's the route that you're trying to go down, there is numerous prisons that you can go to. I'm not saying you got to commit a crime, but see if they got, like, a volunteer program or something. See if they got a program where you could just volunteer yourself to prison and things. If not that, it's probably best you go to an asylum of some sort, where it's like you have people watching you and taking care of you and then yelling out medication time when you need to take your medication and things. Because, yeah, you're not normal in the head and stuff. Like, I think he needs to understand that. But anyways, no, I overall think that that's what that video would be about. And then pretty much if it wasn't about the pedophile stuff, like he just wants to just talk about me just because, I think that it's going to be a desperate attempt at him trying to reignite the beef. But that's the thing though, like, and I know people will probably ask, do I want the beef between me and him to continue? Fam, the beef died a long time ago. Like, I would have to just say at this point, I'm just reacting to stuff. Like, I don't care for beefing with just a robot. It's something where I'm like, I'm not going to gain anything from it. And as much as his fans would like to think that I gain so much from beefing with just a robot, fam, when you look at, and that's, the funny thing is, hold on for a second. I want to open up that channel and then his main channel. Let's look at some of his most viewed videos, his popular videos and stuff. I wonder. Okay, so hold on for a second. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So, and I think YouTube, like, isn't it 25 or 30 or something like that? Hold on for a second. Because I think it's like 35. Or no, it's 30. Is it 30? Yeah, it's 30. So on my main channel, my most viewed videos, none of them has nothing to do with just a robot. None of the videos I've uploaded about him. A lot of the videos were from like before 2020, and then there's some that's like in 2020, and then there's like a very few there after 2020. But other than that, there is not one video that's my most viewed video where it has something I'm talking about just a robot. So when you look at it, and that's on, so this is on his old channel, and it's the TMossBoss doesn't understand anything. That's one of your most viewed videos. You gotta realize like how sad that is, where it's like there's all these other videos that you did where you're talking about stuff like there's the yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of different videos he done upload on this where it's like he's talking about creators bigger than me. He's talking about what else? MTV. I guess, yeah, somebody from MTV. He even does something where he's talking on the video game Cuphead. What else? Yeah, it's like you look at some of his videos, it's like, yeah, it's like some of them are about like people that do reaction videos, but then it's me, and I'm like, fam, those are some of your most viewed videos where it's me. So it's the funny thing is that I can delete the videos that I did on him, and I wouldn't lose absolutely nothing. Most likely, hold on for a second. Let me just go to my channel and just see real quick the most. Yeah, let's look that up. Just a robot on my channel. Most viewed video that I have is 3,000 views. That's the most viewed, and that was the one that I did where it was talking about the situation. It was, or like, no, talking on me and his or no, actually no, that's the video, because there was the one video that I did where I was talking on his the beef that we've had for 8 years, well, now 9 years now, but at the time 8 years. But no, the other one was just kind of warning people and letting people know, like, hey, be careful when you make a video about just a robot, because I'm still thinking along the lines, like, because I haven't really been paying attention to him like that. Like, I did remember when he uploaded a video about me earlier that year, but that was like the last time I seen anything just a robot related. Fast forward October, people are like, oh, Chud Logic, he done ended just a robot and stuff, and I'm thinking, I think that's how that comment went. Hold on for a second, let me go back to my channel and see real quick. Chud Logic. Yeah, there was I did a reaction video. It was like Florida man earns attempted murder charge after doing this. And then, yeah, somebody, shout out to Dancing King 8658. They commented, just a robot is cooked, and Chud Logic owned him in a debate live stream vid. And so that was the first time in a while when I had heard anything about just a robot. And I'm like, who is Chud Logic and what is going on? And then, then that's when I seen all the stuff that was going down. So I did do that video where I was talking on, just kind of warning people, because I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm unsure whether or not his fans is going to, however they going to react and stuff. But then I realized that his channel was already dying and dead, because I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, wait, he uploaded that video on me last year, or not last year, but earlier that year. And that was before he got canceled, and nobody didn't care. They all left the comments on his video and stuff, because I don't remember getting any comments from just a robot and his fans. Like, yeah, I might get an occasional hate comment here and there and stuff, but I'm like, yeah, 2024, I think that was the only time I think I had got any sort of comments from his fans was after the Cinebear stuff, and his fans were like, hey, I apologize and all this other stuff. But other than that, earlier that year, if I did, I'm like, I think I deleted them. It wasn't standout comments and stuff. That's the thing, I don't remember. So, but anyways, let's check on his the most subscribed channel. Okay, so wait a minute. So let's count 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and then it's the video that I was talking on, the TMossBoss does not understand anything at all. That's no, wait a minute, that's the video with the most amount of views. What was the one? There was a video that had almost 300,000 views. All right, so I messed up, but yeah, but that video still only has like 1,000 comments too. It's not like it was a standout video and things. So, and that video is actually older. This video was uploaded 7 years ago instead of 6 years ago. So yeah, and I'm like, fam, you ain't gonna get that many views talking about me. I'm sorry, but I just don't. I believe that the people that commented, the 1,000, because it's like when you look at a video. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I got a video with like 200 and something thousand views. I'll probably do. Hold on for a second. I gotta go and checking things. So I guess like for me, it's a little bit lower and stuff on the most view video. What about the shorts? I'm like, dang, I know I got it. It has the shorts now. Yeah, okay. There is like, so yeah, there's some where I'm like, I got like thousands of views and on like comments talking on them and stuff. On the thousands of comments on those videos. I'm trying to blend in my words and it wasn't coming out right and stuff. But anyways, but it's like, yeah, but the thing is this though, I guess like trying to explain the difference between that content and the content that he does is like, yeah, that's content. The content that I'm doing, that's content that people are looking for. So it would make sense on why a lot of people are commenting on those videos. But it's like the people commenting on a TMossBoss video. Yeah, like I said, those are the only people that care about that video. But I feel like the difference between his videos and mine, it's like, yeah, it's like people are looking for that. So yeah, that's why you'll see a lot of comments on mine. I guess if you see a lot of comments on the TMossBoss video, it's like, this has to be fake accounts and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, it's like you look at the statistics for the video, it's like one Facebook like, it does have 8,000 likes. I'll give him that and things. But yeah, but I think like I remember calling him out on that, or at least calling his fans out on that, was the whole what was the dislike bot. And yeah, I was like, nah, bro, it's having it where I upload the video. So I remember at that time being when I uploaded a video, and it just ruined my channel, because I know a lot of people do be like, they genuinely ask me that question, like, what's up with the views and stuff. So at the time when me and Just a Robot, when we were beefing, every time when I uploaded a video, the video would get rated with dislikes. So I would upload a video, maybe within 5 minutes, the video already has almost 100 dislikes. And that's the thing, like the videos that this was when he was a much smaller creator. And when he uploaded videos about me before, and that's the thing, like he hadn't grown, like the thing is this, he didn't start growing until maybe a couple of years after our drama and stuff. I feel like yeah, that's when it was, you really start seeing his videos gaining a lot of views and things. But other than that, it's like, fam, your videos wasn't really popping off like that, at least with the first videos that he did on me and stuff. Because the first video, probably now them videos have a lot of views and stuff, but let's just see that first video that he uploaded about me. Trying to find, okay, there it goes. There's that old channel, and then let's go older. Let's see. That video had 37,000 views. That's okay. How many comments did that video? 240. Yeah, there we go. And the last person that commented, it was somebody that actually commented not too long ago. There was like 8 months ago. But they was like, coming back to this after what happened, TMossBoss did nothing wrong and did not deserve the hate. Dang. I was like, I mean, I'd shout out to Little Clown 9420. Like, I mean, he ain't lying. I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just over here minding my own business. It is funny because the reason why he's saying that is because he looked at the guy that I was defending. I was defending a YouTuber that ain't do nothing. Like, he reacted to a guy, not realizing that guy don't like reaction videos and stuff. And I'm like, fam, I'm just defending him. I'm like, okay, like, people, relax. He didn't know. Like, he wasn't. But then when you look at Just a Robot and the people he likes to defend, it's like, yeah, bro, them people can go to prison for that stuff that they're doing. But somebody else had commented underneath that. They was like, I mean, after watching a lot of Just a Robot's videos on him, not gonna lie, TMossBoss did say some messed up things like threatening and falsely accusing people online. Threatening? Who did I threaten? I'm trying to think. I don't remember ever threatening any. I did. Like, anyways, and falsely accusing people online, which many would have sued him for it. But yeah, in some way, he did not deserve the hate. Keep in mind, this dude is just a dude who makes videos. Just a Robot, however, thinks he's some type of big internet guy with armies of fans who will defend him. And look what happened to Just a Robot. I'm trying to figure out who did I threaten and falsely accuse. Because my thing is this. I'm like, all the stuff that I accused Just a Robot and his fans of, like, okay, the main thing I would have to say probably is the racism. Where was I wrong with that? Like, fam, I did multiple videos. I did a whole series called This Community is Racist, and it was based off of his fans. So, the funny thing is that I even had evidence to showcase Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe that guy, he was like, maybe he was like a just a robot fan, because I know that there are still some of his fans where they're all like, oh, I hate TMossBoss's guts, but just a robot is wrong for the stuff that he's done and things. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to. I feel like, yeah, somebody will probably enlighten me and let me know who did I threaten, because I'm like, I'm trying to think. I don't remember threatening anybody. For the most part, I was like, fam, just leave me alone. Like, go on about your guys' business and stuff. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.